Hey everyone, good morning and welcome to the Wreath Workshop. I am Ashley Greenwood from 3 Little Greenwoods Creations, and this morning I am avoiding work that I don't want to do. I just want to play with flowers this morning, so come on in and join me. We are going to be making some small Mother's Day arrangements, or some small arrangements for Mother's Day. I got a whole bunch of stuff piled up on my work table in front of me. We may actually make 3 arrangements. That just depends on what's going on. So come on in and let's get busy. The first arrangement that we are going to make is, I'm really excited about this. I've seen people do it, and yeah, I want to try my hand at it. These are some florals that we're going to be making for the second arrangement. Yes, we're going to be making 2, maybe 3. We're just going to see how it goes. Like I said, I have work to do. I should be working. Hey, Misty. I should be working. I don't want to work. I just want to play. So let me show you my florals that I pulled from my stash. I have a large shelf over here. It's full of stuff. I don't need to go anywhere else. I need to stay out of the stores because I got so much stuff to use. Good morning, Belva. Welcome. Belva, thank you for your order of the mystery bows. I hope that you enjoyed them. So here's what we got going on. Got some, this is my inspiration bush. Isn't that pretty? Lots of soft pink colors, perfect for Mother's Day. I also found this. This came from my D-Stash haul that I purchased a couple months ago. I'm still going through that stuff. It pairs really pretty. I love the greenery. And then I've had this bush from Michael's for a long time, and I don't ever know how to use it because the color is just kind of, it's white, and I just don't know how to use it, but I am going to use it today in this. And then I grabbed this little greenery bush from Hobby Lobby. It's one of my favorites. I'm so glad you like them. I grabbed this little trailing bush because you never know. I grabbed all kinds of stuff. This also came from my D-Stash. Here's what I'm going to do with this. This is not working for me, but never ever say no. Drat. Ugh. Never ever say no to greenery, okay? This came in the D-Stash. It obviously looks like she was working on something and then got distracted and didn't finish it. But this is good stuff. So I'm just going to pull all of this out and set it aside. Do I have more mystery boxes? I do. I have more mystery boxes, Velva. I would love to pack it up for you and send it your way. Good morning, everybody. Let me know where you're watching from. What you doing this Friday morning? Like I said earlier, I am avoiding work that I need to do. Housework and business work. All right, so I removed all of this greenery. I am going to be using it maybe on this project, maybe something else. I am keeping this wreath. Okay, so this is what they call angel vine. It's very pokey. It's very rough. It's kind of sharp. It's not my favorite, but I am not turning down any little grapevine that I can get my hands on, okay? Well, hello from Kentucky. Getting ready for your daughter's baptism tonight. That is so special. Hello, Austin. Hi, Massachusetts. I'm so glad you're here today. All right, so here's why I'm excited. I'm going to try something different. I found these little pedestals at Hobby Lobby on sale. Gosh, they might have been like Christmas. So I'm peeling the sticker off. It was originally $10. I am hoping that I only paid like $1 for this. It may have been 90% off. And we're going to use it to make a little flower arrangement. There's still a little bit left on there. How you get that off is you just use a warm hair dryer. You warm up the sticker and it kind of deactivates the glue, and then you can scrape it off. So, word, you can get that off. This is the back, and here's the front. Now, here's my plan. I want to make a little mound of florals on top of this cute little pedestal. So I have 2 pieces of spray foam that I cut off the top of another arrangement. And then this is another random piece, and I'm going to try to decide which one I want to use. So let's just angle this down just a little bit. So this is a little small little pedestal. I can use that, which is pretty good. It takes up a lot of the space, but it doesn't have very much depth for anything to stick to, which kind of worries me. I could use this one. Looks like a little ice cream scoop. I like the height of it, but it doesn't take up very much space on the little pedestal. So let's do this. Let's put them together and make a little mound just like that. We can do it, right? That's the funnest thing about making is you can do whatever you want. Really, you can. Now, I learned a while ago that just gluing spray foam on something slick like this metal, it's not going to last very long because there's not enough for the glue to really seep into. So I learned this trick from Coach Jordan. Hi, Jordan. I hope you're watching. He's a fantastic coach. He is with the Deco Exchange group, and he has his own thing going on. I saw him one time put down felt. So I'm going to put down felt. And I take my glue stick, dip it in my hot glue skillet right over there. I rarely use a glue gun. I mainly just use my hot glue skillet. Let's put a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to slap down this felt before it hardens. So I'm going to smush it down in there without getting burned. I love our wreath community too. Guys, that is Misty from Little Luxuries in North Carolina. Fantastic girl. Love watching all that she makes. Okay, got this. Now I'm going to hot glue this to this. This is like the porous side. It's pretty rough, okay? Silly question, but am I live on Facebook now? I am not, because I cannot figure out how to go live with high quality video on TikTok and on Facebook. I just can't figure it out. It just hurts my brain. So I go live on TikTok first, and then I take these lives and I put them on Facebook, because that's the only way I can figure out how to do it. But thanks for asking. Lots of hot glue. I'm going to put it down on top of the foam. Give it a good wiggle and hold it down. You are welcome. You're very welcome. Thank you for watching me. I appreciate it. Okay, so here's layer number 1. Excuse me. Yeah, layer number 1. I've never done this before, y'all. I'm just crossing my fingers it's gonna first. Why the felt first? That is a great question. Because if I just glued this spray foam to the metal, there isn't a, this metal is so slick, there's nothing for it to stick to. And eventually, excuse me, eventually it's gonna pop off. But if I put the felt down first, it has enough of that rough texture to it that the glue is gonna seep in, and this is gonna seep in, and yeah, just like that. Ooh, you just ordered my spring floral arrangement? Oh my goodness, thank you so much. There we go. Now I can see comments. If you swipe this way, it'll show you the comments, y'all. One of my friends told me. I want to make this higher. So I'm going to take this little ice cream scoopy, and I'm just gonna glue it on top. Wait a minute. Let's cut this down just a little bit more even. Morgan's Crafty Design says she has learned so much from this wreath community on TikTok. You finally set up a crafty TikTok. I love TikTok, seriously. I'm going to cut this a little bit more flatter. I should have done this before I glued it down. But we learn as we go, right? Is this styrofoam? It's actually dried spray foam. I don't know if you've seen me use spray foam or not. I love spray foam. I use it inside my floral containers. I've got lots of TikToks about it. I'd love for you to go back and watch. Okay, that makes me happier. Okay, that makes me happier. Just want it to be a little bit more even. And you know what? I'm going to put some more. No, I can't do that. Okay, for just a second there, I was going to put some more felt in between my two pieces, but then my stems couldn't get in there, so I'm not doing that. No, no, no. I am just going to put a very light coating of glue on my little ice cream scoop looking piece. Very light, just a little bit. And then glue it down. I'm gonna hold it, okay? Thanks for following me, guys. I appreciate it. If you love to learn about florals, wreath making, ribbons, bows, all the things, I would love for you to follow me and share this video with some of your friends. That would be amazing. Okay, so we just got a little mound of foam. Let's see what we're going to do with it. Now, here's the part that I always start to second guess myself, because I know that I should cover this up with some moss, but I don't like moss, so I try to avoid it. So now I'm trying to decide, do I do it or do I not? Maybe just a little bit. I'll do just a teeny bit of moss. Hold on, guys. I gotta find my moss. Let me move this over here. Here's my big, gigantic, lazy Susan that I got off Amazon that I didn't realize was going to be quite so large. But hey, it'll be all right. I like to use this so I can turn my designs. I got this idea from Brian Lane Designs. Hello, Brian, if you are watching. Always love watching him. Okay. Moss. This is my bucket of moss. I used to have my kindergarten teacher books in here. You can see my name on it. Amanda says, Morgan says cover it. I know, I always say, dang, I should have used moss. I know. I just don't like it. It's not my favorite thing. Okay, let's get just a little chunk. And I am going to fluff it up. Just going to fluff it up, make it nice and airy. I'm not going to glue it in place. I'm not going to glue it in place because I'm going to be using all kind of stems. Looks kind of like a little bird's nest, doesn't it? Good morning. Welcome. Okay, I'm just fluffing it up and putting it on there. I got a little bit more over here. I'm not gluing it in place because the stems that I am going to add, they're going to do that job for me. Get a teeny bit more. So what's everybody doing this morning? What are y'all doing this weekend? We are celebrating Easter at my brother and sister-in-law's house, and I am really excited about that because all I got to do is show up with the layered salad, and that is amazing to me. Okay, it's just barely on there. It's probably going to fall off as I work. Moss covered little cupcake. You are cooking for Easter. I'm making a layered salad and maybe a chocolate trifle dessert. maybe. All right, let's look at our florals that inspired me. This is just a really small little bush. It's super sweet. It's got lots of different little flowers on there. It's very soft. I'm going to pair it with this greenery. It's got like little sedums on it. I believe that's what it's called. This came from my D-Stash and Joann's. Oh my goodness, Sheila went to water aerobics. How fun is that? Okay. Let's focus. Let's focus and let's get busy. First, I think I'm going to add some of this around the bottom. Get yourself some good wire cutters. Nothing trifle about that. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Kathy is watching us from home. Your grandson's first birthday. Oh, Tammy, that is so awesome. Listen, I taught kindergarten for almost 20 years. And when we had our boys, we tried really, really hard to have them around spring break so that I could, you know, have the babies and then not go back to teaching that school year. And it worked out that way for us. So now we have 2 birthdays in April, back to back, right around Easter. Are the cutters in my link? There are really good wire cutters in my Amazon storefront. I'm going to cut these in half because I get more bang for my buck. And I'm just going to go around the bottom edge of my little pedestal. And put this little, I don't even know what this is called. I'm going to put that in there. Let me do that really quick. I like to go on, to make sure things are even, I go on one side. And then I go on the other. Just to make sure things are even. Is anybody else cooking for Easter? Let me know. I started making my grandmother's 7-layer salad a couple of years ago, and now that's like my thing. You know how you start making that one thing and then you end up having to make it for the rest of your life? This is my thing. My aunt makes the macaroni and cheese. That's her thing. And Lord help her if she ever tries to spice it up and make it different, because all of the children revolt. They do not want different tasting macaroni and cheese. They want it to taste the same every time. I'm just cutting these in half. Okay, here they are. Tex Mom says she is making steak, baked potatoes, and homemade chocolate chip cookies. Oh my word. That's like my kryptonite. I love warm out of the oven chocolate chip cookies, y'all. Most things I can turn down. Well, that and red velvet cake. I like red velvet cake too. Morgan says she put garlic powder in your mac and cheese last week and none of the children would eat it. Yeah, one time my aunt got fancy and put breadcrumbs on top of the mac and cheese, and my children still talk about that. It was not a good scene. All of our children are getting older, but did I get them something for their Easter basket? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay, one more little space right here. Misty says she's going to her sister's and she's bringing a couple of dishes. It's so much easier, isn't it? Oh my goodness. Instead of getting all the fine china out, because when we host anything, I try to use my fine china that we got when we got married, because it's just sitting in my grandmother's hutch, and you should use stuff like that. Here's what we got, a pretty little base. You'll do Easter baskets forever for your kids. Yeah. Mama doesn't do it for us anymore, but she always has something for the children, the grandchildren. I'm cutting all of these off. All right, so let's see what we've got going on. We've got sweet little roses. Let's put these together. 3 sweet little roses and 2 of these little cuties. So let's see. Whenever I make an arrangement, I like to start off with something tall in the middle. So let's use this for the middle piece. Someone says she prefers paper plates to fine china. That's okay. I'm not saying that we have never done that, especially for Christmas, when it's real crazy. Okay, first one in. Oh, you're going to go back. You're going to attempt cake pops this year. I have made those before. They are a labor of love. Okay, so there's one. Let's go ahead and add the other one of these. I'm going to leave these leaves on because they're going to take up some visual space on the bottom. So one is going this way. Tammy said she ordered bourbon glazed ham and 2 sides. You're so smart, girl. So smart. So these are my 3 little focal flowers, and I am just putting them kind of in a triangle. Just like that. Fruit salad. Somebody should make fruit salad for our stuff too. Maybe I'll ask my aunt if she wants to do that. You thought Mother's Day was in May? It is. We're talking about Easter dinner and Mother's Day arrangements. So I have, just in case you guys didn't know, I have an Etsy shop. It's an online floral shop where I sell wreaths, bows, arrangements, all the things. And when you are in a creative business like me, you have to be way ahead of what's going on. In fact, I'm almost worried that I am too late to be adding Mother's Day arrangements to my Etsy shop because I should have already done it. Okay, so we just got those in there. We're just gonna see what happens. What the heck is frog eye salad? Frog eye salad. I bet I know what it is. Tell us in the comments what it is so we can find out. I have this one piece left. I'm gonna add this. I have 2 pieces left actually. Let me take the price tag off. This came from Hobby Lobby. Thank you, Misty. Misty says I have gorgeous items in my Etsy shop. Thank you so much, guys. I got a little testy in one of my last videos because I was posting things that I think are so pretty and so useful, and I had lots of comments about how they were priced. So I kind of got a little testy about it, and I let people know things are priced the way they are because it's a business and we deserve to get paid for our time and our talent, and we do. Okay, so I finished adding those last 2 pieces of the really pretty little ferny bush from Hobby Lobby. Next, I'm going to add this really pretty thing. So if you look closely, you can see it's all fuzzy, like lamb's ear. It's really soft and very pretty. Someone says it's fruit salad with cottage cheese. There you go. Okay, let's cut this tag off. This came from my D-Sash. It also came from Joann's, I believe. Let's add this bush. Pretty sure I'm going to use all of it, so I'm just going to cut it all out. Those are not my customers. You're right, girl. You are right, Misty. Gotta find our people. Super, super cute. Now I'm just gonna evenly place these all around, but I'm gonna start with one in the middle, coming up from the middle. Oh, that's so cute. Oh my goodness. So adorable. Put that one over there. So we'll spin it around, do the other side. So for Mother's Day, I typically ask for flowers to go in our front porch planters. I think I'm going to copy what Misty did. And I think I'm going to do a mixture of faux and real this year and see how it goes. Misty's asking, am I going to Wreath Makers Live? I am not sure. I am on the fence about that. I would love to go. But the children are starting school about that time. And I just don't know if I can swing it. It's a bummer. Sheila says people want it, but they don't want to pay the price. Yeah, apparently they haven't priced arrangements. Yeah, you got that right. You totally got that right. Okay, I'm going to put one on this side. Let me move my moss up a little bit. Y'all know I'm going to have to go back and add moss, right? Because I always do. I would love to meet folks at Wreath Makers Live too, Misty. I think that would be fantastic. Like people like you, other wreath makers that I've connected with online throughout the years. What the heck is that? Let's get rid of this little piece of something. Glue problems. Here we go. All right. That is looking adorable. Okay, I got one more piece. I'm just taking a look to see. There's lots of places I could put it. I think I'm gonna put it right down here. That is too far out. Let's cut this one in half. Don't be afraid to pull stuff out, okay? Don't be afraid. Okay, I'm confused. Just me and my peeps says like to MX sticks, pine cone twigs, etc. What you talking about? Tell me. Make. Maybe she's saying make sticks. Here we go. Quality flowers plus time is pricey. I am not using Dollar Tree florals. No, I'm not. But I do like to use Hobby Lobby. And Michael's. Okay, now let's add this gorgeous thing. So this has confused me for a really long time. I love the look of it. But the greenery is just kind of, it's very different. So it kind of confused me, like what the heck am I supposed to use with this? But I think I'm going to use it to fill up this arrangement. Because I think that would be really cute. But before I do that, let's see if I want to add some of this. Remember, this is the fern that I took off that awful wreath. Let me think about it. Put that down. All right. Let's use some of this. Is this one of your favorite fillers? Well, good to know. This right here, right? All right, girl. I'm going to give it a try. It's been kind of confusing me. I don't need really long pieces, except for maybe this piece. That might be too long. We're going to see. You just use the exact ones you agree. Okay. Kimba says yes. Okay. All right, I'm going to dry fit this. That means I'm going to poke it in. That's way too tall. Do you see how tall that's coming out? All I got to do is cut it shorter. And I might pull out my Steel Picks machine in just a second, y'all. Ooh, that's pretty. That is pretty. Good morning, Beck. We're so glad you joined us this morning, guys. I sent out an email saying that I was going live. I hope you guys got it in time. I really, really hope so. Let's put this right over here. Oh, okay. Kimba is right. All right, let's cut this one about like this. I love the colors on these fillers too. They make them in a lot of colors, don't they? You got it and you went here right away. Okay, good. Good, Misty. Now, I have these two. I need a third. I like to work in triangles. Move that out of the way. Stick that right in there. Oh, it's making me happy. Now, I don't know if you can see or not, but I got a whole lot of styrofoam showing. I should have used more moss, just like y'all told me to. Hold, please. Where did I get this little stand from? Hobby Lobby. I think it was fall. It's just a little pedestal, see? I mean, how cute is that? How cute would that be? Would this be on your kitchen counter? This would be really, really, really cute in my kitchen. I have a hutch with some little pretties on it and my grandmother's chickens. And this would be really cute over there. Let me cut this a little bit shorter. I love to hit Hobby Lobby at the end of the season when all their little metal cutie things, like little containers, are on sale for nothing. That's when I really like to buy stuff like this. Oh my gosh. Oh, y'all. Okay. This is a Steel Picks machine. It is extraordinarily heavy. I know you guys can't see it, and I'm sorry, but I love to use it on my arrangements. Your husband just gathered all of your remaining unused stems and put them in a vase. Misty is agreeing with me about going when everything is on sale. All right, let's keep adding this to fill out the arrangement. I'm going to make this just a little bit shorter. Y'all, my husband is messaging me wanting to know what's for dinner. He's trying to eat healthy, and I am trying to eat healthy, but his healthy and my healthy are two different things. So bless his heart, he's trying to plan for dinner, and I forgot to tell him I was going live. So let's hope he doesn't start calling me. Misty's asking, how was my trip with my daughter? It was really nice. I went on a little field trip. I I call it a field trip because I taught school for so long, so everything's a field trip. I took a little field trip with my little girl, who is not so little anymore, and my mother. We went to a town in our state and just kind of did the tourist thing. We went to eat dinner. We went to get, I'll have to post a picture. We went to this place called the Crazy Mason, and we got milkshakes in mason jars that were crazy. Super fun. So much fun. Okay, guys, I'm just coming all the way around and I'm just inserting this greenery that I used to be afraid of, but now I'm really, really liking it. So pretty. What is the name of the stem that I'm using to add to the arrangement? I have no idea. It's from Michaels. This tag says it's $7.99. I don't know. And I don't even know what number to give you off of it, because I swear I think they change the numbers every season, which, why would they do that? You know what I'm saying? Why? Okay, I'm just backing up and looking around, looking for dark spots that need a little something something. I am so glad that I used 2 pieces. That is not gonna work. But I used 2 pieces of the spray foam to go on here. So here's what the machine does, all right? It takes a really short stem and it adds a steel pick to it, which gives you more length, and it gives you a super, super sharp point to stick things into arrangements. Is my favorite thing. I believe I've got it in my Amazon storefront if you wanted to go look at it really close. Okay, let's pick this sucker up. There's what it looks like, guys. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm about to have glue strings everywhere. There we go. Y'all look, oh my goodness. I love it. See, this is a little too small. The PLU on the white tag, hold on. PLU. Okay, there's like 3 different numbers. I'll give you one of them, okay? 651327. Just go to the Michaels website and look for pink filler. That's what I usually do. All right, we're gonna fill this little spot down in here. I'm looking around to make sure I don't see any of that white spray foam. I have one dark area right here. Do you see it? Someone is asking, how do I ship 30-inch Christmas wreaths? Well, first of all, I don't ship 30-inch Christmas wreaths because those things are incredibly expensive to ship. Okay? First of all, I try to make things that I can get into a 20 by 20 by 6 shipping box or a 22 by 22 by 6 shipping box. Anything bigger than that, the shipping is going to kill you and your people might not want to pay it. But I would find the smallest box that I could fit it in, and that's how I would ship it. So maybe a 28 by 28 by whatever depth it is. Okay. I hope that helps. Shipping is one of those things that scares a lot of people, and it scared me too. But you just have to do it, and you learn from your mistakes that you are going to make. And you do it better the next time. Harvest berries. Oh, she thinks they call these harvest berries. That might make sense. Okay, I got one more little hole. Let's see what we can put in there. Oh, that's a pretty piece. This is so pretty. I mean, y'all think about this. You could buy it from me, or you can make your own. These would be really, really pretty to go on like a table, like a centerpiece table for a bridesmaid's luncheon, a baby shower, a wedding reception. I keep finding holes. What shipping company do I use? I use ShipStation. And if you send me a direct message, I will send you my affiliate link so that you can kind of see what it looks like. And if you choose to purchase through them, then I get a little bit of a kickback. You make 30-inch Christmas wreaths. Oh my goodness. I bet they are gorgeous. But you've never shipped them before, is that right? You just gotta try it, girl. You gotta go for it. Okay. Very, very careful. All right, I'm gonna put that in there. Dipping in my hot glue skillet. Oh my goodness. Okay, I keep finding holes. Let me fill in all my little holes, y'all. And then we're gonna move on to another one. Because I love making arrangements. I'm supposed to be working. I have orders. I have a lot of orders. But I just wanted to play in flowers this morning. So here we are, making little arrangements for me to list in my Etsy shop for Mother's Day. If you see one of these arrangements and you want it, send me a direct message. Hello, Kanara. So glad you're here this morning. Let me cut this a little bit shorter. So see, I can take this little shorty little stem, put a steel pick on it, and it gives me more length, and it's super sharp, which works really, really well in arrangements with foam. Okay. I'm calling it done. Look how cute that is. Oh my goodness, y'all. I should spin it on my turntable. I forget that it spins. Look how pretty that is. Toby is saying that she didn't see from the beginning. Did I glue down floral foam? I did. I glued down spray foam that I had left over. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to post this video over on Facebook. So I would love for you to hop on over to Facebook. You can find the link to Facebook in my profile here on TikTok. And join me over there. I'll post it over there in just a little bit. Oh my goodness. This one is very, very loose. Okay. Let's fix it real quick and then I'll move on, I promise. Here's how you fix it. So you see the little piece just popped off? I'm gonna get a nub left over from something else. Gonna glue it together. And I don't think I'm going to need a steel pick for this guy. It needs to go right about there. Beautiful and elegant. Well, thank you so much, Laurel. Boom. Done. Arrangement number one. I have more of these. I'm going to start using these more often because that is adorable. Okay, so let's set this over to the side. I'm going to hit it. It's got glue strings galore. I'm just going to hit it with a warm hair dryer and that will melt all the glue strings, okay? Let's make another one. This is from Hobby Lobby. is from Christmas. I did the same thing as I did with that pedestal. I wait till the end of the season and I will go in and look for metal containers that I can fill with spray foam and make arrangements out of. Little Denny says she has a market in October that you sell Christmas and harvest stuff. Oh, how fun. I love that. I love making arrangements. Makes me happy. So we're going to start with this. And I'm going to put down moss. Moss is not my favorite, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm tearing it into pieces to make it nice and fluffy. And it makes such a mess. Oh my goodness. Going right around the edges. Just filling it in. Very light, very fluffy. I'm not gluing it in place because if you put down a puddle of glue, then your stems and your florals, they can't get through because the puddle of glue makes a barrier and is no good. Don't do that. All right, so here's our next inspiration. We've got our cute little black and white bucket. A cute little arrangement. Oh, I thought it was gonna like fluff up and stuff flew off of it. I'm so sorry. Well, darn. Sometimes when I shake it, it doesn't do that. It just like fluffs up. I could totally get my steamer out and steam this, but I'm not going to. Creative Kristen, hello my friend. Maybe put parchment paper down on your turntable so I can dump it off. That's a good idea. That is a very good idea. All right, so I want you to notice what I did. I just took that really tight little bundle and I spread everything out because I'm gonna take this whole thing and insert it in the center. Someone is asking about the spray foam inside the canister. Yes. So last year, I mean a long time ago, I filled this with spray foam. And it's dried, it's all hardened, it's gonna be super simple for me to use. And that's how I like to make arrangements. I don't like the green foam. I will use it if I have to, but it's not my favorite. I would rather plan ahead, fill a bunch of containers with the spray foam, let them dry completely, like for days, and then I can use it. If you want to learn more about spray foam, I actually have an ebook in my Etsy shop that tells you all about spray foam. All right, now I'm gonna make a hole in the middle of this to stick that stem down. Just guesstimating where the hole is. Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna dip this piece right here in my glue skillet very carefully. And then push it all the way down into that. Yes, it is spray foam inside the canister. It's dried spray foam. Gotta make sure it's dried or it's a bad zine. Yeah, is it a smart idea to use a hole? Yeah, I love using a hole. So I've just spread everything all out. Everything's spread out. And now I'm just gonna go in and fill in the rest of it. And here's what I am going to be using. I'm gonna use this bush because that's so pretty. I love this bush. Came from Michael's last year, I believe. And I want to add a pop of color. So my pop of color is going to be these. I think these are Cosmos. If you know the correct term for this beautiful hot pink bush, please let me know. So I'm gonna fill in the base, then I'm gonna pop these in for just a really pretty pop of color. Where did I get this? This came from my wholesale company called Sims Pottery. It came a couple of years ago. So who knows if they still have it, but I bought a bunch. And I'm determined to use what I have, you know what I'm saying? Those are Cosmos, okay, that's what I thought. So I really like this bush because it has so many different pieces on it. Some of the flowers have fallen off. I'm just going to set those aside. I always cut my stems super long because that helps me keep things light and airy. And that is the style that I like to make. So I'm cutting them all the way down at the bottom. How do you store your florals so they don't get mashed? Well, that's kind of a tricky thing. Right now, my favorite thing is to lay my florals on open shelves. So over there, I have just a really tall tower of florals that are just laid on their sides, stacked up on each other like an open shelf. I really like to do it that way because I can see all of my things. Now, when I pack things up, sometimes I have to hit them with the, steamer, my little handheld steamer. Tammy said the other arrangements are ranunculus flowers. Yeah, they're so pretty. All right, let's get busy. I'm going to start with these really fun, feathery looking grassy pieces. I'm going to make sure I have 3 of those, so I have to place them carefully. One piece going over here. I'm going to put them in a triangle. I like that too. Super cute. Put them in floral boxes and keep the dust off of them and crust free. Yeah, you could do that. Okay, let's give this some dimension. I love pieces that have wire in them so that you can move them around and give them lots of dimension. Okay, making a triangle. It just goes right down in that foam. Love it. Okay, so here's the next one. Christine says, Kristen, I have to see everything, all my flowers. It's so helpful to be able to see everything. That's why I'm trying really hard not to overbuy, because when you overbuy, then you have to store things and you don't know what you have. So I'm trying hard not to do that. 1, 2, 3. Okay, this one goes over here. Making my triangle with these little feathery grassy pieces. And just like that. Now let's see my pieces I have left. I have 1 of these and 2 of these. This is going straight up. I don't want it to go straight up. So I am gonna bend, bend, bend until they are going out like this. I'm gonna bend this over as well. Push this down a little bit. Bring it to life. Don't leave it straight. Nothing in nature grows straight, y'all. I'm gonna put this one in the middle because it's nice and tall and it's a bit unique. Pull that down right there. Let this piece go up higher. It's a little high, but I think it's gonna be okay. Oh, Laura, you are so sweet. She says she always learns so much from me. I appreciate that. Listen, I have lots of tutorials in my Etsy shop on how to make wreaths, bows, all sorts of things. I'd love for you guys to go check it out. You're so welcome. Christine says, I am so lovely. I appreciate that. Okay, so these 2. I only have 2. So I'm just going to put them on opposite ends, just trying to make it look even, right? Thank goodness I put down lots of moss. Y'all, whenever I start one of these things and I say I don't like moss, just tell me to use it. Just tell me to use it. Here's the other one. Things in nature don't grow straight, so let's give it some dimension. You can even take these, kind of pull them over a little bit. Let's go on the opposite side. That's so pretty. So I have all of these little flowers that have fallen off, and I really want to use them. I have a lot of little flowers. Well, no, just two. So normally I would try to put them back on here, but I don't think that's going to work. I'll try it. I don't think it's going to work. I think they're too little. Gonna dip them in a little bit of the glue and try to slide them back on their little. Oh, it did work. Ah. Okay, let's do the other one. I don't like to waste all my little baby flowers. I'm just gonna take the little nubby, very carefully get a teeny bit of glue on it. And slide it back on. It worked. Hallelujah. Okay, give it a bend. I'm gonna leave that fakey fake greenery on it because, oh, why not? And that looks like a really good spot for this. So let's go ahead and put that in there. I have 3 of these. Pull that around here. Just like that. Okay, one more of this. Okay, I see a big hole right here, so let's add that there. Remember, this is just a bunch, just a mixed bush. So pretty. So here's what we have so far. And I love all the colors. I love all the textures, but I want to pop. And these are gonna pop. Totally gonna pop. Let's start with the first bunch. So I can already tell that they are super leggy, and that makes me really happy because they're very, I don't know, airy. But this stem is not going to go in my floral foam. So I'm going to have to put a steel pick on all of these pieces. So let's just cut them free. That's 3. Hold on one second. 4, and here's 5. Let's see how these do. Now I do want one coming out of the top because this is pretty tall. So I'm going to take my stem and put a steel pick on it. Just like that. And it just goes like butter down in there. Isn't that so pretty? Nice and airy. Let's do another one. Turn it around. move my things out of the way so I can get down in there. Now everything has wire in it, which is fantastic, because if you need to move one of your pieces over, you just move the wire, you bend the wire. It's really, really simple. Let me put another piece going out of the top. How much do you think you started up your floral business with? What do you mean, Christine? Do you mean like the number of products that I had in my Etsy shop? Is that what you mean? There we go. Let's keep adding this. It is a beautiful pop of color. I'm totally gonna need more of these. Here we go. What is this machine called? It's called a steel picks machine. You can find it in my Amazon storefront. It is an investment piece. It costs a lot of money. I saved up for it, but now that I've used it, I love it, and I wouldn't be without it. Like the initial floral cost. Well, here's what I suggest, because it is really, really easy to go crazy and purchase a lot of supplies to get started. It's really simple, and we all do it, and it's hard not to do it. What I would suggest that you do is, if you're going to make wreaths, go out and buy the supplies to make 1 or 3 wreaths. Use that product, list it in your shop, and then make some more. It's just, I guess you gotta set yourself a budget, like, this is the amount of money that I'm willing to invest right off the bat, and see how it goes. I hope that answered your question. Okay, now I'm going to go back in and add these a little bit lower in the design, so they're kind of coming off the side a little bit. Just kind of filling in. Move over here. I'm coming down really low and adding these. That's so pretty. Oh my goodness. I know, I'm just gonna cut the rest of these off because I know I'm gonna use them. We'll just use the whole thing, and that way I don't have just this little extra bush hanging around. I think I need one more up here. You're very welcome. Guys, if you have any questions about wreath making, just drop them in the comments. Take this tag off. It is so pretty. I made my mother and sister-in-law and aunt an arrangement really similar to this last year. And my mother keeps hers in her guest bathroom. And it made me think I should make another one. Because who doesn't like a pretty little arrangement? For Mother's Day, you could send this to your mother, your aunt, your best friend. It doesn't have to be for Mother's Day. where do I buy my flowers from? Wait a minute, this is too big. Oh, shoot. Okay, hold on, let me think. Where do I buy my flowers from? I love to buy my florals from family-run businesses online, like Greenery Market, Kalees, Deco Exchange, Brian Lane Designs. And there's more. I have a list of where I like to shop in my profile here on TikTok. You can just get an instant download to see those. Of course, I also buy from Michael's and Hobby Lobby and some from Joann's, but not a lot. Just because the Joann's near me is it's not very nice. So I've never really enjoyed shopping there. But I have a good friend in the wreath business, and she's always like, hey, Joann's has got a really good sale on blah, blah, blah. You should go check it out. And I usually do. Guys, thanks for following me. If you haven't followed me already, go ahead and hit that follow button. All right, guys, I only have a few more. And I'm just kind of looking for some holes. I have 2 more. Oh man, that's a big hole right there. Definitely got to get that one. You're very welcome. It's right here on the side, you guys. I know you cannot see it, but it is a big hole. Right there. Okay, 1 left. That's looking really dark too. So let's go ahead and add 1 there as well. Sometimes I bend my stems before I put them in my Steel Picks machine. This was really a thin stem, so I just bent it. It gives the pick machine a little bit of more to grab onto. All right. Floral arrangement number 2 done. Check it out. It's so pretty. I love that hot pink. It's so pretty. Very light, very airy. Perfect to gift for Mother's Day. Really pretty for a bridal shower. Super, super cute. Okay, I'm gonna hit this with hot glue in just a little bit to get all of the strings off, because there's strings everywhere. Let's see if I have enough to make 1 more, because I feel like making 1 more. Hold please. I'm gonna go dig on my flower shelf. I'll be right back, because I see something I want to make. I'm gonna use this one. With these. I have a teeny tiny little something. It's just a really small little container that I've already filled with spray foam. Yes, I'm gonna go back and use the blow dryer to get all the glue strings off. It's already dry. I had to cut the top off because it expanded a little bit too much. And let's add these pretty images. So I actually use this bush a lot in my spring workshop. You can find all of those tutorials over on Etsy. You can purchase them. It's an instant download with all the stuff. Let's use these to make a really pretty arrangement. And then we can fill in with some white. And I keep wanting to use these. I don't think it's gonna work again. Maybe I'll use some of this. I've got this hanging around. Oh, Velva. Velva hates getting phone calls when she's watching me because it messes up the video, doesn't it? I know. My family always calls me when I'm on a live. Gonna put down some moss, okay? Just a teeny bit. Like really lightly. Because there is not much ground to stick in. And let's just get started. It's like Easter grass. Gonna start by putting one in the middle. Give it a sweet little bend. These two are the same. These two are the same. I do not glue down my moss because I don't want it to make a barrier in between the stems and the foam. Usually, not all the time, but usually the stems poking in the moss, it holds it in place so you don't have to do that. Okay, let's pull these apart and make sure they're nice and happy and big. I'm going to do this one over here on this side. Trying to make a little triangle, just like always. Now I have these two pieces that are the same. Just going to kind of spread them out a little bit. And insert them. Now remember, everything is wired, so you can bend the things where you would like them to go. Spin this around. There. Now I can move these over a little bit to make sure they're evenly spaced around. Next, let's come in with some of this cute stuff. This is actually basswood bush. You can buy it at Hobby Lobby. It is one of my favorites. Sure, let's use this. It's got a really good wire in it, and I want it to bend these over a little bit, okay? Because I want them a little trailing off the side. Just like that. It's going to make my arrangement a little bit bigger. Let's do another one. I'm going to take it and just bend it. Give it a really good bend so that it's draping off the side a little bit. My plan is to use 3 of these, maybe 4, but I think 3 is all I'm going to need. I have a stash over here just waiting to be used. I love this bush. I love the color of it. I love all the little textures with the beads and stuff. Pushing it to the top, giving it a little bend. Just like that. There we go. Now, my plan was only going to be to use 3, but I need 1 more. Oh, please tell me I have 1 more. Please, please. Wait, there's one back here. Okay. Whew. I had these pre-cut because I'm going to be using them to make my orders this afternoon. Because I am on here with you guys because I am avoiding work. I just wanted to play in flowers. So I gave it a really good bend, and I'm going to insert it again on this side over here. So we're turning this really small little container into a pretty substantial size piece of an arrangement. That is really pretty. Okay, now, next, we're gonna add some of this bush that is really just a bunch of leftovers. Got some pieces of white hydrangea. We got some little peony buds. We've got some of these little ferny pieces, and we're gonna add them. Let's start with the ferny little pieces. I love these leaves. I keep them. I'm not gonna put them in here. I'm gonna put them in my big leaf bucket. I'm gonna push this up very gently because these will totally pop off. Give them some little bendy bends. You see, it's a pretty big piece, takes up lots of visual space. I have 3 of them, so I'm definitely going to put these in a triangle. The little fern piece just adds even more texture. 1, keep the leaf, and spread this all out. Cut this just a teeny bit shorter. I'm always dipping in my hot glue skillet. There we go. One more of these. Placing things in a triangle formation just helps you to make sure that it is evenly distributed. Let's cut that off. It's a teeny bit too long. Okay, there we go. Pretty, pretty, pretty. All right, so I am not sure I'm gonna have space for all of these. So let's start with the hydrangea pieces first. These are just really small pieces of hydrangeas. I love using white because it adds such just a pop. It's gonna stand out from the hot pink a lot. Oh, that's so pretty. What is a hot glue skillet? Thank you for asking. So for a long time, I just used a hot glue gun and I kept getting burned. And I saw other crafters simply had a small electric skillet that they melted hot glue sticks in, and that is how they applied glue to their floral pieces. I know, and it's so sweet. Hello, Kelly Rollins Ray. Always love seeing you on my lives. It's so sweet. Okay, well, now I gotta put the peonies in here. Let's see if we can fit both of these peonies in there. You can go to my Amazon storefront linked in my profile here on TikTok and get a closer look at the hot glue skillet that I use in my workshop. Let's put that right there. And let's go ahead and use it, y'all. Let's just go ahead and use it. I'm gonna put it right on this side. And I'm gonna hope this stem is not too long. Okay. How cute and sweet and quick was that, y'all? That is so pretty. Just a sweet little posy, sweet little arrangement in a little bitty container. Let me spin it for you so you get the full effect. Now I could go back in and add more, but I think I'm just gonna leave it alone. This will be a perfect addition to my Etsy shop as a Mother's Day arrangement. All right, so today we made this cute little thing. Really simple, not a whole lot of product in there. These are great ways to use leftover product, leftover materials, leftover supplies, because you can just gather a bunch of stuff up and coordinate it together and make a really pretty arrangement. So there's one. What did I do with the other one? Oh, here it is. Two. I love this. Oh my goodness. The pink and the black and white buffalo check is just calling me. I mean, think about how sweet this would be to send to Are y'all still there? Think about how sweet this would be to send to a best friend. Okay? Love it. So pretty. Okay, and the last one, which I think is going to be my new favorite. So if you weren't here at the beginning, we made this adorable arrangement on top of a little pedestal, a little metal pedestal with all of this pretty on it. Perfect for a bridesmaid's luncheon, perfect for a wedding centerpiece. You can customize it any colors that you want. These are all going to be listed in my Amazon shop, Etsy shop. Let's go check it out. The last one is so pretty. And I was scared to use this filler bush because it's a little different, but I'm sold now. I need to go buy some more. All right, everyone. Thank you again for hanging out with me today. I truly, truly appreciate it. You have helped me to avoid getting work done, and now I gotta get to work. So if you see something today that you would love to have for your home, just send me a message and I will make sure to get a link for you to purchase it. Thank you for following along, and y'all have a fantastic weekend. Happy Easter, everyone. Bye, guys.